Alright guys, this is the Michael Myers Fanatic back with another video. I thought I would rank the Halloween franchise in its entirety once again. This time with Halloween Ends. And I'm laughing because that's not going to make it any better. That's just going to make it worse. So let's get started. Starting with number 13, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And you can't be surprised that I picked that one last. I mean, it was a real shitstorm, let's be honest. The plot was stupid, and Laurie was annoying. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to put it. She was annoying. She was bitchy. And even Scout Compton, as Laurie, said to Danielle Harris's Annie, sorry for being a bitch earlier. So even she knows she was bitchy. She knows that. So this movie is going way at the bottom. This movie is trash. I'm not even going to say anymore. That's it. I'm done. I don't even need to explain why this movie is at the bottom. That's it. At number 12, Halloween Ends. Again, need I say more? I don't even need to explain this ranking. Stupid dialogue, a stupid plot. The only good things about this movie were Michael O'Leary as Dr. Mathis. The guy cracked me up. I absolutely loved him. And then you got more screen time with Andy Matichak as Allison. If you like Andy Matichak as Allison, which I did, it's not her fault she was in a stupid movie. It's not her fault the character was, boring. They made the character that way. Andy was merely reciting what was on paper. She was working with what they gave her. It's not her fault. The one good thing I will say that I like about this is that I like the fact that Corey, even though I didn't like him, I like that he chose his own mask. Well, until the end where he turned Michael Myers into his bitch, but whatever. It is what it is. That's about the only positive thing I can say about this. Oh, yeah. Now I know what I was going to say. This is the part, and I don't even understand how I forgot this. Tell me something. How the fuck do you take Michael Myers out of his own movie? This is what I don't get. How do you say you're not Michael Myers anymore? I'm Michael Myers. I mean, that's basically what Corey Cunningham said. He was like, you know what? You're old. You're not Michael Myers anymore. I'm Michael Myers. That's basically what he did. And I don't know. It's sort of like they gave the fans the middle finger. And David Gordon Green allegedly even said, fuck the fans. And now the fans are returning the favor and saying it back to David Gordon Green. Anyway, other than Andy Matichak and Michael O'Leary, this movie's a real turd. It's a pile of shit. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That's an insult to turds. Anyway, coming in at number 11, Halloween Kills. Do I really have to explain why? Halloween Kills is just an extension of Halloween Ends. Although it was better than Ends, it was still stupid with that evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Which is just their version of Black Lives Matter. And they made the townspeople sound stupid. Especially that one guy saying Laura Stokes. Really? That's what you called her? Laura Stokes? It's Laurie Strode, not Laura Stokes. I did like the whole idea of them, the townspeople, hunting Michael Myers down. But then again, didn't they get that from Halloween 4? One of the very same movies that they said you shouldn't watch? And while we're on the topic, the fact that they even say in this franchise, choose your own adventure, you shouldn't have to choose your own adventure. It should just be one straight story, like Friday the 13th, with the exception of the remake. Choose your own adventure. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Anyway, coming in at number 10, Halloween 2018. Again, do I really need to explain why? Michael Myers was old as shit. They came in, when they introduced this new thing, right away they bashed the sequels as if this was going to be any better. And they even used the opening of Halloween 2018 to symbolically state that they were bringing the franchise back to life. Which we know was really a pile of shit. No, they weren't. They came in with their own agenda. Jamie Lee Curtis and her team came in with their own agenda. With the social commentary bullshit. That has no place in a Halloween movie. There is no need for a social message. Michael Myers is just evil, period. There is no social message. He's evil. He kills people for the sake of seeing them die. That's it. That's really all you need to say. Coming in at number 9, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007. I don't even need to explain the rank. But the makers of this film are lucky that they even made it this far. Here are the good things about 2007. It had a cool theme song. Michael's mask looked cool. The clean version, not the rotting, decaying version. And by the way, why do they keep thinking that a rotten mask is gonna make him look scary? It isn't. It's not. And that's another thing. How do you talk shit about Rob Zombie's Halloween, which they did subtly, but then you use his mask in your movie? That's another thing I don't get about the Blumhouse iteration of Halloween. I don't get it. Anyway, he had a cool mask, a cool theme song, and I like the part where he snuck up behind the kid. You could see him following the kid in the woods. I like that part. That was cool. But other than that, no, I don't like it. Scout Compton did okay, though. Danielle Harris, she over-exaggerated a little bit when she was like, hey, my daddy's the sheriff. Why don't you crawl back under your fucking rock? It's like, who talks like this? Who does this? Her, it's just her acting was a little over-exaggerated with that part. Other than that, I guess she was alright. Next up, at number 8, Halloween H2O 20 years later. Oh, and by the way, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. I am now ranking these movies according to John Carpenter's Halloween. I probably should have mentioned that. That's my fault. I apologize for that. But anyway, Halloween H2O 20 years later at number 8. With this movie, they ignore 4, 5, and 6, or at least that's what they tell you, and they low-key reference it at the beginning with the newspaper articles. Now, I respect H2O more now than I ever did before, especially when I met Chris Duran back in May of 2021. And you can watch that interview on my channel. So there's that. I have a respect for Halloween H2O, but I did not like how they ignored the sequels, or so they say, and there weren't that many kills on there. The music score sucked with the exception of the main theme. The main theme was okay, and the newspaper clippings were cool. I like that. Other than that, no. It was a stupid movie. But I respect it after talking to Chris Duran. He made me understand it a little bit better. Michael was more cerebral in this movie. This was like a game of chess to Michael Myers. So that's Halloween H2O 20 years later at number 8. At number 7, Halloween Resurrection. I love this movie, but the reason it gets a low ranking is because, like I said, I'm ranking them and judging them by the standards of John Carpenter's Halloween. And even though Halloween Resurrection was better than some of them, I'm going to have to put it here at number 7. It did have some of the stalking elements that his movie had. And by the way, the late Deborah Hill said that H2O was closest to the first one. No, it wasn't. Resurrection was closer to the first one than H2O was. And Halloween 6 was definitely closer to the first one than H2O was. At least in my opinion. So that's Halloween Resurrection at number 7. At number 6, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I like the stalking aspect of this. I like him stalking Rachel. Is it better than 4? No. The Mask, I didn't really like, but I did like seeing Michael Myers in jail. That was cool. I loved the scene where Michael Myers, or I should say in quotes, Michael Myers, was chasing Jamie Lloyd all over the Haddonfield Clinic after she saw him out the window. I liked that scene. And I liked the opening scene. Well, not exactly at the beginning, but it was near the beginning where she had that psychic experience with him and they used John Carpenter's The Shape Stalks. That was cool because it ties into the original. So I like that. I thought Danielle Harris did a good job. The stalking was there, the atmosphere was there, but remember what I said, guys. I'm judging them according to the standards of John's original movie. So it gets ranked at number 6. At number 5, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Alright. This was a good movie. Here's the problem. With Halloween 4 brought in the Jason Voorhees clone, which is ironic because Jason came out after Michael Myers. But Michael Myers acted way too much like Jason in what they called the Thorn trilogy. So I really didn't like that. Taking the shotgun and shoving it through Kelly's body, that was a very Jason thing to do. And let me clear this up right now. Let me clear this up. I only like the first 8 films. I'm going to tell you that straight. I only like the first 8 films. But one of my subscribers asked me to do an updated ranking, and this time I'm judging them according to the standards of John's original. I don't even like anything after Resurrection. Period. I want to put that out there. I actually appreciate the first Halloween, the first 8 Halloweens. And while there are some problems within the first 8, like with H2O, I still respect it. And it's better than the shit we have now. So I want to clear that up. So that's Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. At number 4, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Why does Halloween 3 get a higher ranking, Myers fan, even though Michael Myers is not in it? Because Halloween 3 is closer to the spirit of the original. 1 and 2, that's what I'm judging everything else by. Halloween 3 still felt like a Halloween movie, even though it didn't have Michael Myers. You could all but imagine Michael Myers jump out and grab someone. It literally felt like a Halloween movie. It was just without Michael. That's it. That's why it gets a high ranking. And that's why I like it and respect it. I didn't always, but I do now. Again, it's better than the shit we have now. Would I want them to do a remake of this? No, because I'd want to see Michael. But atmosphere-wise, it was a good movie. At number 3, and I know the haters are going to hate this one, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Why do I put it at number 3? Well, because again, I'm judging it by John's original. And even though Michael Myers acted like Jason, the atmosphere was closer to the original, thanks to Daniel Farrens. It felt like Halloween 1 and 2. The other ones sort of got away from that as the installments went on. And this is what I don't get about the Halloween fandom, the Halloween community. So you say Resurrection is shit, but Halloween Kills isn't, Halloween Ends isn't, Halloween 18 isn't, Rob Zombie's Halloweens aren't? You Halloween fans are fucking amazing. That's why I don't talk to you. And you try to make it like, oh, I don't want to talk to the Myers fan. No, the Myers fan doesn't want to talk to you. Because your logic doesn't make any fucking sense. You hate Resurrection, but you love this. The modern shit. Let me tell you something. Outside of Michael O'Leary, outside of Andy Matichak, Halloween Ends was the biggest pile of shit that I've ever seen. Period. And I don't ever want to hear you say anything negative about Halloween Resurrection or any of the original 8 again. You have no more room to talk. It's over. It just is. You have no more room. You can't say shit else about Resurrection. I don't ever want to see another anti-Resurrection video again. And this is why the bigger YouTubers will never have anybody like me on their channel, especially to debate Resurrection. I'm telling you, fans try to act like they don't want to talk to me. No, I'm the one that doesn't want to talk to you. You are the one that's not worthy of me. With your dumbass logic. Woo, we hate Resurrection, but you like this? What? Fans, I'll tell you. Whatever. Anyway, Halloween 6 At number 3, I went off on a little rant there. Sorry about that. At number 2, Halloween 2, 1981. Do I really have to explain why it gets a high ranking? It's just like the original. Now, here are a few things I didn't like about Halloween 2. Again, these are things I did not like about Halloween 2, 1981. I didn't like that they switched from a piano to an organ. Why does it have an organ in this movie? We're not watching a gothic movie. We're not watching vampires or werewolves or the Frankenstein monster. This is Michael Myers. Why are we using an organ? That was stupid. I didn't like the fact that it took place in a hospital. That was stupid. I wanted it to be in the actual town of Haddonfield. And some fan is going to come along and say, but Myers fan, it said Haddonfield Memorial. Yes, I know that, but you know what I mean. I wanted it to take place in an actual neighborhood. That's what I wanted. But we didn't get that. I didn't like the fact that it took place on the same night. Before I saw Halloween 2 in 1999, I always assumed that it was a different night. But no, it was the same night. That was dumb as hell. But outside of that, I loved Halloween 2. I loved the first 8. Nothing after that. And at number 1, the granddaddy of them all, Halloween 1978. I don't even need to explain the ranking, but I guess I will. We got Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. We got Jamie Lee Curtis as the iconic Laurie Strode. We got that wonderful music score. Need I say more? Alright guys, that's my ranking of all 13 Halloween films. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like anything past number 8. Resurrection. That's it. I don't care what the fans say. But we hate Resurrection. Oh well. And like I said, they'll never invite me on their channels to debate them. Alright guys, I'm out. I approve this message. And by the way, shout out to 2 of my most loyal viewers. Resident of Collinwood and Lord Bite Me Man. Your name makes me laugh. But anyway, they watch about 95% of my content. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hopefully 2023 will be an even better year for the channel. And I really want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching this channel. See you later. Please be sure to follow me on all forms of social media at the Myers Fan 25 and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thank you for watching.